In the last session, we talked about garden design and its importance. Coming up with a good garden design takes some time. So while that is happening, let's get down to some action. I have an old terracotta pot with me here, and it has got some dirt stuck to it. And the first thing that I'm going to do now is to remove the dirt. I'm using a regular kitchen scrubber. You can use any kind of scrubber as per your liking. Okay, it's much better now, but it's not completely clean. So I'm going to wash it with some water. First, I just wet it properly, and then using the same scrubber, I remove as much dirt as possible. Now what I'm using is a regular dishwashing liquid to clean the pot. You can use any kind of soap you like. And yes, even if it's a newly purchased container, do give it a nice wash with some soap and water. What we are trying to do here is to start with a sanitized container. Okay, now I just clean it with some more water. You can see now it's pretty clean. But still, there's one more thing that is left to do. We're going to leave this pot in the sun for about 2 to 3 days. And then you'll have a completely sanitized container. So my pot has been under the sun for the last 2 days and now has completely dried up. All terracotta pots come with a drainage hole at the bottom. In fact, most plastic containers also have this drainage hole. This hole is necessary so that excess water from your container can be drained out. If the excess water is not drained out, what will happen is that your roots will rot and your plants might die. So this hole needs to be there. So if you are recycling a old container or something and the hole is not there, then please do make a hole. Remember, terracotta pots can breathe and keep your soil well oxygenated. If you want to make your plastic containers breathe from the sides, then you must make breathing holes like this one. But it's absolutely up to you. Your plants would do just fine even without them. Okay, back to our terracotta pot now. We need to cover the hole so that soil doesn't go out of it. I'm using some broken pieces of old earthen pots for this. Some people use some kind of mesh that is available in gardening stores. But then why waste money when you have your waste material lying with you? I'm putting 2-3 pieces of broken pottery out here to cover it properly. What I'm adding now is some brown organic matter. So this is basically sugarcane bagasse. It is sugarcane waste that you get in the sugarcane juice shops. I get it for free from my neighborhood sugarcane juice guy, and he's really happy to give it to me because he doesn't have to clear his own garbage then. After collecting it from the sugarcane juice vendor, I clean it up, remove the excess sugar, and dry it, and then I store it. So whenever I have to use it, what I do is I soak it for 2-3 minutes, and then it's good to go. You need to fill up this organic matter up to about 1/3 of the pot from the bottom. So how it helps is, it helps in multiple ways actually. First, it holds moisture and also helps in draining out excess water. It keeps the pot light because using just pure soil can make your pot really heavy sometimes. So it keeps the pot light and also slowly decomposes, making the soil richer with time. In case you don't have sugarcane bagasse or can't get it from anywhere, you can always add some dry leaves or paddy straw, and that will also do fine. Now all you got to do is to add your potting soil. So while adding your potting soil, give it a gentle shake in between so that soil settles everywhere properly. Okay, now this is very important. Press the soil on the sides to pack it properly. Remember, it's only on the side and not anywhere else. If you don't pack the soil on the side, initially there will be no issues, it will be fine. But later on, as the soil tends to dry up a little bit, or the root system of the plant tend to pull it inwards a little bit, what happens is that your soil starts to leave the sides of the container. And then there's a gap created over there and water easily leaks out of that. So, but even after doing this packing, sometimes that may happen. And if that happens, all you have to do is take some more potting soil, put it on the side, and again pack it on the sides properly, and you'll be fine. And that's it. It was that simple to prepare your container. And now you're ready to sow your first seed. As you saw, I did not put regular soil into it. I put something called potting soil. So what is potting soil? Before we can get to understand that, we must understand what is soil.